Hi boys and girls. Today we're going to be creating shape robots. And Mrs. Walker has two different kinds of paper. They're both gray. Here, let me show you. One of them has kind of a shiny silver feeling to it. And the other one is just gray. I ended up liking this one better because we're going to use chalk to color it in, but you can use whichever one you want. And also, if you choose the metallic shiny one, let me show you what happens if you try to erase it. Okay, I'm just going to set these guys to the side for now. If you draw on this with pencil and try to erase, it will take away the shininess and it leaves kind of a shadow of where your pencil eraser was, which really never goes away. So I would say if you're going to use this, you're just going to have to make a commitment to whatever lines you use. So if I draw a rectangle, then I have to stay with it. I would just do Sharpie the whole way and know that it's permanent. Okay, don't erase it because it ends up looking, I don't know if you can see it, but I can still see my smudgy erased pencil area. It doesn't look as good. So whatever you're doing, I want you to think about all the shapes that you could make. You could make a head out of a rectangle. You could make his head oval, right? You could make half of an oval. You could make it like this type of a head. Really, any shape would work. So you can be creative on this. You could do a trapezoid. You can do an octagon. You really could do anything. I want you to just pick a shape, create your head, and then start thinking about the details. So on this guy, Mrs. Walker was thinking, well, I want him to have some type of a mouth, and I might actually add some color to these. Like, we're going to use chalk, so you could use like different colors of chalk in each area. So maybe when he talks, each little area lights up. I wanted this to light up like when he's getting a signal, that it sort of lights up right there. So I added the chalk there. But mostly you're going to leave him silver or gray, depending on which color you pick, and then just add details. Okay, maybe his mouth is only made by this bottom piece right here. Maybe that's his mouth right there. That's what I want to be the mouth. I could even just bring a nose down like this. Okay, to have him have eyes. I mean, there's no wrong way to do this. Your neck could be a series of little rectangles. I did that on one of them. It almost looked like a bendy neck, right? You could give him ears if you want to. Depends on what you want yours to do. You could do some spirally things, like maybe there's a wire that connects the top of his head connectors here. Whatever you think looks good. I might even make this be his chest. I could actually connect this and make him in that part of his body. I could even connect this, right? And this could be the lower part of his body. I didn't even intend to do this, but I really could. This could be like a girl robot, right? And then just little other shapes to make it all fit together. If she's got wheels for feet, maybe I just draw circles, right? Maybe her feet are wheels. If they've got treads, maybe I just want to put little squares on here to make there be a tread to hold on to the ground. Okay, you have to think like an engineer today. I want you to think really creatively. What can you add? What details can you add to make this really interesting? And actually, I think I'm going to make round ovals here that are all connected, because I want this to be bendy, right? You'd want your robot to be able to bend their arm, and then maybe a circle with a pincher on it or something like that, so they could pick things up. Same thing here, almost like little round bendable pieces. That might work, right? Just imagine what might work if I was actually creating this robot. What would make it work? And then maybe there's some lights that are flashing here. Maybe there's a screen that tells like what's going on with the robot, right? And then when you're all done drawing your robot, you're going to use chalk to color them in. So not to color them in, but to color in the background. So I want you to draw a horizon line somewhere behind your robot, so you know where this is going to all be white. We're all going to use white on the background here, but then I want you to choose whatever other color you want the base to be. So You can see on both of mine, I chose white. I chalked in the white for the wall, and then the floor I did purple lavender on this one. This one I did blue, but then I decided to mix a little lavender in with it. I decided I wanted to mix the colors, and I added a little bit of color in here to the controls. I might add a little bit to the teeth, but mostly a robot is made from metal, right? So you want to keep it as metallic or gray as you can, okay? Don't color in everything or you'll lose that feeling of it being a robot, all right? So have fun, be creative. If you're stuck, Mrs. Walker does have some idea sheets that you can look at to give you some shape ideas and maybe some ideas for the different parts if you can't think of anything. But I hope that your mind will be thinking very creatively already just from watching Mrs. Walker do this. Hopefully you're starting to think, oh, I know what I'm going to do. Especially if you have that engineering type brain, you're probably already thinking about all the ways that you could add different things. Maybe you have a storyline or you want to name yours too. So maybe you want to give your robot a name. That sometimes helps you think of other things, and maybe a job. Maybe knowing what that robot's job is will help you to add the correct parts to their anatomy so that they could do the job that you have planned for them. Have fun and be creative.